big chunk of 2020, the country was shut down due to the world crisis. And over the summer, when it was announced that these theme parks were going to be opening back up, a lot of speculation was going on what they were going to do to ensure that they were following health guidelines and everything. And that is what this video is all about. Welcome back to the Liam 501st channel. And today I am going to be talking about my 2 experiences at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. I went over Thanksgiving break in November and then the week before Christmas in December. In this video, I am going to be talking about what has remained the same through this year and what has changed so that Universal did follow health guidelines that were in effect throughout the year. And just overall, is it still fun in 2020 and moving into 2021? Is it still fun to go to? And I'd have to say, it is actually. I enjoyed myself both times going to Universal Studios. I had a lot of fun, even with the guidelines. I enjoyed it for the most part. Some of the stuff that was changed, though, is that you obviously had to wear a face covering throughout the entire thing. There were some rides where putting on the face covering was optional, with, like, for instance, the Jurassic Park River Adventure in Islands of Adventure was an optional for the mask. I'm assuming because it was a water ride. I didn't get to go on Dudley Do-Rights. Just because I didn't go on it. But other than that, everything usually remains the same. When you go onto the ride, they give you hand sanitizer, and then hand sanitizers at the end of the park. Before you walk in, you also got to do a temperature check and everything. They have people, over the speakers where they're usually playing music, they have people saying, like, hey, just a couple reminders, be sure to wear your face covering, social distance and everything. Other than that, everything's the same. Some other things that they have changed in Universal is that when it comes to quick service restaurants, is now they are mobile order, where they give you a QR code that sends you to the menu online, so that way no one's touching anything. No one's also getting in line like at the Simpsons restaurant or Circus McGurkus. You mobile order online, you pay online, and they bring it to your table. It's pretty easy, I'd have to say. I don't think we had very many complications. I believe maybe once or twice we had an error where we had to start the whole order over. It wasn't that bad. I had a great time with my family, and with it only being at a small capacity, a lot of stuff didn't fill up as fast. The wait times weren't as long. They were still pretty long, but it was still enjoyable. Everything's pretty much remained the same. You're still able to wait in line. They give you these. There's the floor markings on the floor that give the 6 feet of distance. It'll make it look like the lines are longer than they normally are, and they back up a lot faster. But it can't like account for it. There's not as many people in the line like it would be before. So usually waiting in line is a lot quicker. Rides are mostly the same, like you just have to wear your face covering, that's all. Everything was still really enjoyable. I mean, I love going to Orlando, Florida. It's my favorite place in the country, probably my favorite place on earth. On this trip, I also did get to check out the brand new ride that opened up at Universal, Hagrid's Motorbike Creature Adventure, I believe it's what it's called, or Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. That ride is incredibly fun. It is one of the best roller coasters I have ever been on, and if you ever do happen to ride it, be sure to get the front row. If you get the front row on the bike, that is amazing. It is incredible. I'm someone who hardly ever gets the front row of a roller coaster, but it was awesome, and the fact that you're on like a motorcycle, that's amazing. The sidecar is fine, but if you ever get the chance, ride the motorcycle. Some of the changes going on at the park is that, well, the big one is, first and foremost, is that Jurassic Park, or the Jurassic Park area in Islands of Adventure, is being closed off, some of it. Like, there's barriers up with blue stickers on the side, like dinosaur stickers on the side, because they are still under construction for the Jurassic World Velocicoaster, which is, I believe, supposed to come out, or to be finished this upcoming summer. So unfortunately, I won't be able to get to ride it until we go back over the summer or later than that. It looks like it's going to be awesome. I mean, I'm really excited that they are adding more Jurassic World stuff into the park, because that's such a huge movie. I mean, right there is my Jurassic World poster. I actually got this at Universal. It was $15. It's a great poster. I mean, I love Jurassic World. So I'm really excited to see what they're bringing in store. Another thing that they are changing is that, so I was going to originally buy a wand, one of the collectibles. I'm not too fond of the interactive ones, or they don't really, I prefer the replicas. And I found out that they are phasing out the collectibles in favor of the interactive. So eventually we're going to get to the point where they're not selling collective wands anywhere in the park. So that's why I did pick up this one. This is Ginny Weasley's wand right here. I picked it up because I really like the detail on it. And then finally, when I found out they were going away, I decided I would pick this one up. I wasn't originally going to, but I picked up Lord Voldemort's. This one is really cool. I like the handle part. That's really cool. And then to go with it, I have my Elder Wand from a previous visit. So and they did actually finally add Fantastic Beasts wands to the collection, so you'll be able to get all the characters from Fantastic Beasts, like Newt, Tina, Queenie, Grindelwald's is the Elder Wand, and then obviously like Dumbledore's and so on. They're all really good wands, I would have to say. I don't think there's any really bad ones, really. A lot of them are really cool. Overall, would I recommend you go to Universal Studios in early 2021? I actually would. A few recommendations is, as soon as you get up, go straight to the park. Don't dilly-dally, because they reached capacity pretty early, and when they reach capacity, they're not letting anyone else in the parks. And the week we were there, in December, they were reaching capacity at like 10 o'clock, 11, and then the week after, which is the week we were in Disney, stay tuned for a Disney video, they were reaching capacity at like 9, and there was one day they even reached capacity at like 8 o'clock. So hardly, if you weren't there at the very beginning, you weren't going to get into the park, and that really is sad for people who they have like this 1 week vacation, like my family, where they wait all this time and they finally have their vacation and they can't even get in because Universal reached capacity. So get there as quickly as possible. And then if you want to get on the new Hagrid ride, it's not like a typical wait line. It's a virtual queue, like what they're doing with Rise of the Resistance at Galaxy's Edge. Is twice a day, I believe it's 7 and 2 o'clock, on the Universal Studios app, you can sign up for the queue, and you have to be really fast about it because everyone's trying to get it. And you pick a spot, your party count, and then confirm. And then you would, at that time, return to the ride and show up. And there's a lot of detail in the ride, so I'd highly recommend you go on that one, for sure. Other than that, that's all I got for this video, guys. Be sure to like the video. Comment below what's your favorite ride at Universal. Do you guys love Universal? Do you like it better than Disney? That's an interesting question. Be sure to share the video out there, and I will see you guys in the next video.